3 Rafale fighter jets and 150 airmen with the French Air Force are flying training missions in Hawaii with American F-22 Raptors through 4th of July weekend. This is the first time that Dassault Rafales, which is the main fighter aircraft of the French Air and Space Force, has flown in Hawaii. The deployment is part of France's efforts to reassert its role as a stabilizing force in the Pacific. These twin-engine jets are extremely versatile, nicknamed Omni-role fighter aircraft because in one sortie they can be used for multiple missions, such as aerial reconnaissance, ground support, depth of strike and anti-ship strikes. On Wednesday morning, 6 F-22 Raptors flew on a training mission with the French fighters, First Lieutenant Kelly-Herard, spokeswoman for the 15th Wing at Joint Base Pearl Harbor-Hickam, said in a statement. The F-22 seconds are part of the 199th Fighter Wing under the Hawaii Air National Guard. The French Air Force contingent, which arrived Sunday and will fly to the U.S. mainland Monday, includes 2 A400M transport planes and an Airbus A330 area refueling tanker. The commander of U.S. Pacific Fleet, Admiral Samuel Paparo, met Monday with 2 top French military officials visiting Hawaii to discuss the French military's posture in the region, according to a U.S. Navy news release. Paparo talked with Lieutenant General Vincent Cousin, Commander of Air Defense and Air Operations for the French Air Force, and French Navy Rear Admiral Jean Maillet, the Joint Commander of French Armed Forces in the region. The French military excursion to the Pacific dovetails with the upcoming deployment of Great Britain's aircraft carrier HMS Queen Elizabeth and Carrier Strike Group 21 to the Pacific, a patrol that is expected to include transiting through the disputed South China Sea. The US welcomed the news that the carrier of its longtime ally will join in the Pentagon's effort to maintain a free and open Indo-Pacific by sailing those international waters that China has with ever greater stridence claimed as its own. Similarly, the French deployment allows us to train with our allies for the newest engagement scenarios and contributes to strengthening our partnerships in the Pacific region to face the operational and strategic challenges that we will have to face together in the coming decades, the French Air and Space Force said in a news release provided to local media this week. The Hawaii stop is the second leg of a projection of power mission from to the Pacific, the news release said. The mission's 7-day first phase was intended to specifically demonstrate the French Air and Space Force's capacity to protect its citizens and territories, even from far away, by reaching Polynesia in 48 hours and conducting successive high-intensity air missions on site, the release said.